what the heck is going on today? What is going on today? So I'm going to be doing this as an Instagram live and then posting it as a YouTube video for anyone weird about the format. But breaking news, guys, as of just about an hour ago, less than an hour ago, Fox News and Tucker Carlson have, quote unquote, parted ways, okay? Tucker Carlson is going to be leaving Fox News. Let me read the statement and then we'll react to it. But this is, to an extent, I thought we would always see the day, but also to a strong extent, I felt like we would never see the day because Tucker in the last few years has reached the point of uncancelable, right? He's such a vital asset to the network. He is what I think a lot of people, the only thing they care to watch on the network, and they have parted ways. So this is a press release from New York, April 24th, 2023. Fox News Media and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways. We thank him for his service to the network as a host and prior to that as a contributor, blah, blah, blah. And then here's something interesting. Mr. Carlson's last program was Friday, April 21st. Fox News Tonight will air live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time starting this evening as an interim show helmed by rotating Fox News personalities until a new host is named. So the fact that this is very abrupt and the fact that this is right out, all of a sudden out of nowhere, it means it's most likely in corporate terms, it's not a very friendly parting of ways, right? Because if it was a go out thing, give him his retirement, his last show, whenever a cable news host gets cut off that fast, it means, yeah, like there's something going on there, okay? And so I don't know the exact reason. People are speculating the exact reason. It probably has to do with this current lawsuit going on with Dominion. There's this, I think, $700 million defamation lawsuit going on with Dominion, and they're implicating Tucker in it. And so if I were to guess, it might be the fact that there's something to do with this lawsuit that they're letting go of him, okay? Now, at the same time, sorry, I'm a bit sick here. At the same time, I don't know if that would stop the lawsuit from happening, right? Or even help Fox in the lawsuit. And, even if this were the case that you have this lawsuit going on that Tucker's implicated in whatever, that's still your most important asset as a network. Like, let me know in the comments in the live chat, do you guys think that Fox has anything after this? You could effectively spell this out very likely to be the end of Fox News, which I don't actually root to happen, right? As much as we dog on them, neocon, whatever, they are you look at like major cable news, they are the only conservative quote unquote thing on cable news. And so I mean, I'm going to say that I don't say that in a celebratory way, right? Obviously, you would love for something like Newsmax to just replace it entirely, but I don't think Newsmax currently is at the level for that. They're not like ready to take that slot, right? So you don't want to see Fox News totally crash and burn, but that's probably exactly what's going to happen here because what does Fox really have without Tucker? Tucker was in many ways the only thing keeping the network alive to millions of Americans. And there's going to be a very passionate boycott of Fox now that Tucker's gone, right? And you could say, oh, well, they tried to do that after 2020. Well, to an extent, I think it somewhat worked, but also after 2020, you still had Fox, you still had Tucker, you still had Hannity, all these people. And so, I genuinely think this is probably long-term going to be the end of Fox News. I mean, what else can you really say about that? 1111 Starling says Fox will bring him back after the viewership dies. I wouldn't be surprised. But I mean, you can virtually guarantee, right? All of the smaller networks, especially the online networks, not going to name which ones, but you have to imagine. I don't know, but you have to imagine they're making phone calls right now. Okay, we got to get Tucker. Because whoever Tucker does get, or whether Tucker starts his own thing, Tucker TV, whatever, it's going to be very lucrative. It's going to immediately overnight be one of the biggest online media things on the right. And honestly, if more likely than not, Tucker is probably going to go to the internet, I would guess. I mean, that's good for us and our audience, right? Because first of all, I can't tell you, as much as I love Tucker, I can't tell you the last time I sat down and watched Fox on TV, including Tucker, right? Including Tucker. And obviously a lot of us like younger conservatives love Tucker Carlson, but he was in a medium that a lot of us were not watching. And so if he goes and starts a show on either one of these online networks or his own thing, it will increase Tucker's reach with our generation. And I feel like that is very actually an underrated part of Tucker, right? Because obviously most of the people who watch him, Fox News viewers, they sit down and watch Fox News on TV. But Tucker, which a lot of these older commentators can't really say, Tucker is someone, as many of your younger people will know, who actually speaks very well to the youth, right? And is a relatable guy. And he's kind of like, I don't know, the concerned dad or whatever. Like so I don't know. It'll be good for us, right? It'll bring more attention to online media, online conservatism and all that. But as a net positive for the right, probably not, right? Because Fox News crashing and burning, I mean, I'm not sitting up crying about it, but you don't want the only major mainstream thing on TV that we have that's conservative to totally crash and burn. Like, it's just not a good thing culturally. But there's a situation on Tucker's front, and we will keep you posted. Like I said, it probably has to do with this lawsuit, although I still don't know what Fox is thinking. I still don't know what they're thinking because, the reason why he's been uncancelable at Fox for so many years, and the reason why, despite all the controversies he's been causing that probably a lot of the other hosts would not be able to cause, they've been keeping him there because why? Why? He brings in that much money. He's that important. And so, but anyways, that's that news. And then on the same day, basically around the same hour, which is crazy, Don Lemon apparently has been terminated from CNN. And so, do I particularly care? Does anyone particularly care? No, but it is interesting that this happened at the same time, right? And, I will say this, to Don Lemon's credit, he obviously total libtard, whatever, but he's the only CNN host that every once in like a million years sometimes went off the cuff and said something that was not ridiculous. And I seriously mean that like once a year, maybe at best, maybe once every 2 years. So, I will give Don Lemon credit on that front. But anyways, the Don Lemon statement reads, quote, "I was informed this morning by my agent that I have been terminated by CNN." So this guy, straight up, he got fired. Like, that's, the terminated, if that's the legal term. I am stunned. After about 17 years at CNN, I would have thought that someone in management would have the decency to tell me directly. Sounds like the same thing probably did not even happen to Fox. At no time was I ever given any indication that I would not be able to continue to do the work I have loved at the network. It is clear that there are some larger issues at play. Which is interesting, yeah. With that said, I want to thank my colleagues and the many teams I have worked with for an incredible run. They are the most talented journalists in the business, blah, blah, blah. So Don Lemon out at the same time, which is crazy. Now, he's been the subject somewhat of scandals because he said that Nikki Haley was past her prime. That was like the controversy that, he was so sexist, which I don't really, of all the things Don Lemon says that are cancelable, is that really a big deal? Like, okay, who cares? I mean, whatever. But apparently he's also been accused of treating women in his workplace poorly, whatever. That's what the people have been saying. So, but it is pretty abrupt. Now they're just getting rid of him. And that's one of CNN's most popular hosts. So I don't know exactly what's going on. Lemon has about 1/20 of the value of Tucker. I mean, that's true. That's true. I'm not saying otherwise. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but that is the news as of this hour. Tucker Carlson obviously is going to be fined. He's going to be back. He may even come out of it stronger, right? Because, here's the thing too. TV, I know millions of people watch it in random living rooms and all that. But I feel like honestly nowadays, the internet has become a more powerful medium than TV. And Tucker Carlson, because he's on TV, never really was able to capitalize on that, right? Like, you think of the things in the past few years that have gone viral and massively known everywhere, it's always been from the internet, right? Let's just think of the right wing, something like, back under Trump, you had like Turning Point, Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, people like that. They really, they went on Fox and stuff. They really blew up on the internet. And the whole world knows them because of the internet. And then you think even nowadays, Jordan Peterson, Andrew Tate, people like that. I genuinely think, and maybe the old people disagree, I genuinely think that the internet nowadays is actually the biggest platform and the most influential platform. And so I'd have to assume most likely what's going to happen is Tucker's going to end up going to there. That might spell an entirely new horizon for his career, even bigger than Fox. So we are wishing you the best, Tucker. We stand with you, Tucker. But that is the news. That is the news. Absolutely crazy here.